Okay guys, we need to talk about this. The internet is absolutely exploding right now with allegations that top Korean actor Soo Hyun dated Kim Se-ron when she was just 16 years old. Photos are circulating, text messages are being leaked, and after Kim Se-ron's tragic passing, the rumors have reached a fever pitch. But what if I told you that almost everything you're hearing might be a complete manipulation of the truth? Or maybe the truth? Today, Soo Hyun's agency has released a bombshell statement that changes everything we thought we knew about this scandal. Yes, they've confirmed the two were dating, but the evidence about her age? It's about to blow your mind. And wait until you hear about the 700 million one that everyone's talking about, because that story? It's absolutely not what you think. Stay with me because this gets wild. But before we go into today's explosive story about Soo Hyun and Kim Se-ron, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because this story is developing by the hour and you do not want to miss my updates. Also, drop a comment letting me know your initial thoughts on this scandal. For those who might be unfamiliar with the situation, let me quickly bring you up to speed. Soo Hyun is one of Korea's biggest stars, known for his roles in dramas like It's Okay to Not Be Okay, My Love from the Star, and Queen of Tears. Kim Se-ron was a former child actress who tragically passed away recently. Let's start with what everyone's been talking about. Earlier this week, a media outlet called HoverLab dropped what they claimed was an expose on Soo Hyun's relationship with the late actress Kim Se-ron. Their report made some massive claims. First, they alleged that Soo Hyun and Kim Se-ron had been in a relationship since 2015 or 2016, when Kim Se-ron would have been around 16 years old. They showed photos they claimed were from this time period as proof. As you can imagine, the internet went ballistic. Soo Hyun is one of Korea's biggest stars. We're talking It's Okay to Not Be Okay, My Love from the Star, and most recently Queen of Tears. The idea that he would date a minor sent shockwaves through the fan community. But HoverLab didn't stop there. They also claimed that Soo Hyun's agency had been pressuring Kim Se-ron to repay a massive 700 million won debt. That's about $481,300 related to her 2022 drunk driving incident. The report heavily implied that this financial pressure might have contributed to her tragic passing. To make matters worse, they brought on someone they claimed was Kim Se-ron's aunt as a source for these allegations. The timing of all this, coming so soon after Kim Se-ron's tragic passing, made the public absolutely furious at Soo Hyun. But this morning, Soo Hyun's agency dropped a bombshell statement that turns this entire story on its head. Here's where things get juicy. In their statement, they did something unexpected. They actually confirmed that Soo Hyun and Kim Se-ron were in a relationship. But, and this is the big but, they completely refuted the timeline that HoverLab was pushing. According to the agency, Soo Hyun and Kim Se-ron dated from summer 2019 to fall 2020. This is crucial because by summer 2019, Kim Se-ron was already a legal adult. So yes, they were dating, but not when she was 16 as claimed. The relationship happened years later when she was an adult. But wait, what about those photos that HoverLab claimed were from 2016? GOLDMEDALIST states that the photos shared by Kim Se-ron on Instagram and shown in HoverLab's broadcast were from winter 2020, during their actual relationship. They provide evidence that the outfit Kim Se-ron wore in those photos was released by a brand in June 2019, making it impossible for the photos to be from 2016 as HoverLab claimed. They also note they've secured metadata for another photo released by HoverLab, confirming it was taken on December 24, 2019, not during her minor years. The statement also addresses the letters Soo Hyun sent to Kim Se-ron during his military service. They argue that HoverLab distorted the context by juxtaposing these letters with photos taken after their relationship began to create a false narrative. So let me get this straight. HoverLab is using photos from 2019 to 2020 when Kim Se-ron was an adult and claiming they're from 2016 when she was 16? That's a massive manipulation if true. Now, what about those military service letters that HoverLab claimed were love letters sent to a teenage Kim Se-ron? Soo Hyun sent during his military service were among letters sent to many close acquaintances, not exclusive romantic correspondence with Kim Se-ron. Anyone who's had a friend or family member in military service knows that soldiers often write detailed letters about their daily lives to friends. Expressions of missing someone are totally normal between friends who are separated. The agency claims HoverLab deliberately juxtaposed these ordinary friendship letters with photos taken years later after their adult relationship began to create a false narrative. This is where the story takes an unexpected turn. Remember that claim about Kim Soo Hyun's agency pressuring Kim Se-ron to repay 700 million won? The agency claims they actually paid OFF Kim Se-ron's entire remaining debt that she couldn't handle herself. According to their statement, the total penalty from Kim Se-ron's drunk driving incident was about 1.014 billion won, around $698,000, including 390 million won to KEDS for an advertisement contract, 700 million won for the drama Bloodhounds, 24.36 million won for damaged commercial property. The agency says they worked with Kim Se-ron to resolve these penalties. They even helped repair and sell her damaged vehicle to offset some of the costs. After all these efforts, about 700 million won remained. But here's the shocking part. They recognized Kim Se-ron couldn't repay this amount and wrote OFF her debt as a loss in December 2023. They even provided evidence from their April 2024 audit report confirming they processed the entire claim as an uncollectible accounts expense. So wait, if they wrote off the debt, why did Kim Se-ron message Kim Soo Hyun about money in March 2024? This gets a bit complicated, so stay with me. The agency explains they had to follow certain legal procedures to properly write off the debt. They had just forgiven it without documentation. Their executives could have faced breach of trust accusations. Kim Se-ron might have had to pay gift tax on the waived debt. So they had to send a formal notice to prove they weren't arbitrarily waiving their claims. This notice was just part of the process to legally classify the debt as uncollectible. Kim Se-ron didn't fully understand this legal process and reached out to Kim Soo Hyun on March 19, 2024, 4 years after their breakup. Kim Soo Hyun, who apparently knew nothing about the situation, asked the company about it. They advised him not to respond without legal consultation and said they'd contact Kim Se-ron's agency directly. By March 26, 2024, Kim Se-ron's legal team had acknowledged the situation was resolved. The agency insists they haven't asked for repayment since. So connecting this resolved debt issue from a year ago to Kim Se-ron's recent passing? The agency calls this an unreasonable claim and excessively malicious speculation. Gold Medalist's statement raises some serious questions about HoverLab's reporting. They claim photos of an adult Kim Se-ron were presented as photos of her at 16. They say an acquaintance of Kim Se-ron's mother was falsely identified as her aunt. They argue timelines were deliberately altered to create a scandalous narrative. They suggest a single text message was used out of context to create a false impression. The agency expresses concern that these distortions have turned Kim Soo Hyun into a scapegoat following Kim Se-ron's tragic passing. Think about it, within 24 hours, someone can go from being loved to being absolutely vilified online, all based on selective evidence and manipulated context. This story honestly has me shook. We're looking at a masterclass in media manipulation designed to destroy someone's reputation by exploiting a tragedy. But here's what I want you to think about. Why would someone want to create this narrative about Kim Soo Hyun right now? How quickly did we all jump to conclusions before hearing both sides? What responsibility do media outlets have when handling such sensitive topics, especially following someone's passing? Look, relationships between public figures are always going to be scrutinized. But there's a massive difference between dating an adult and dating a minor. There's also a huge difference between pressuring someone financially and actually paying off their debt. This story is still developing and I'll be following it closely. But I want to hear your thoughts on this bombshell statement. Do you believe Gold Medalist's explanation? Do you think HoverLab manipulated evidence? Or is there more to this story we don't know yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more updates on this developing story. I'll be back with updates as this situation unfolds. And sometimes the truth is even more shocking than the rumors. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.